Please.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another video from Harry Potter Folklore, and thank you for the continued support. So I think the relationship between Albus Dumbledore and Severus Snape can't really be questioned in terms of their commitment to stopping Voldemort anyway. Dumbledore willingly sacrificed himself in order to help Snape secure the Dark Lord's trust, and Snape, well, he killed his friend despite the many concerns he had about his soul in doing so. The two needed to have absolute trust in each other, and it appeared that they did, except despite his wish to take the position every time it became available, Dumbledore continuously denied Snape the opportunity to teach defense against the dark arts, even though the latter was an excellent candidate. The question is, why? Let's continue the video and find out. Welcome back everyone, so let's talk about this. Severus Snape was denied the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher every single time he applied for the post, yet was considered one of Dumbledore's most trusted allies. So, what's going on here? Well, let's just take a brief look at the two wizards' relationship first. Severus Snape was once a Death Eater who then turned spy for Dumbledore after realising just how far the Dark Lord was willing to go in order to achieve his goal, like kill a newborn baby and the baby's family too. From the night he switched sides, his allegiance was always to one man, Albus Dumbledore. No longer had Snape's mind been clouded with so much doubt thanks to Voldemort's teachings. He took a new path and joined the Hogwarts teaching staff as Potions Master. Potions itself being quite a difficult subject to teach. With the post of Defense Against the Dark Arts having a curse placed upon the position, the teacher changed every year. Some sort of mishap or misfortune that would see them have to leave their teaching role. Not every single teacher ended up dead, by the way, which is what I think many people actually still believe. Anyway, when the post became available, Snape applied for it, and even though Dumbledore did give it consideration each time, he denied him. It's not actually known how many times Snape applied for the role, but it was definitely more than once. When I first thought of why he kept getting turned down for the post, I couldn't really figure it out. This man agreed to kill a person he admired in order to stop Voldemort. It really actually shows the trust Snape had in Dumbledore, but did he have the same trust in return when it came to his character and past actions? Well, I've given it a good amount of thought, and I've come up with several reasons as to why I believe he didn't give Snape the job, so let's look at them and move forward. Okay, so was Snape qualified for the job? You better believe it, he was more than qualified. He knew more about the dark arts and dark magic than anyone at the school, and most likely, anyone within the magical sector of Great Britain. That's how qualified he was, and that was also the trouble with it. He was overqualified because he was obsessed with the dark arts. He always had been. It drove a wedge between him and Lily originally. He spent all of his time with his head buried in dark arts books, and he couldn't get enough. That's what worried Dumbledore. He knew what it was like to lust after something, in his case, power. It almost consumed him, and he did not want the same thing to happen with Snape and dark magic. Don't forget, Albus once knew a boy who was also heavily into dark magic and ended up shifting the boundaries of magic itself. Dumbledore did not want the lure of dark magic to lead Snape down the wrong path. Even though Snape would have assured the headmaster that this would not be the case, the latter still refused him and chose other candidates in his place. There is also the question of who to replace Snape as Potions teacher if he were to ever get the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher post. Potions is a difficult subject to study. Many students struggled in Snape's class due to the high standards he expected, and there wasn't many Potions teachers ready to take the post immediately either. I think Dumbledore would have considered that too. There's also another reason as to why Snape was unsuccessful, and that's because he was far too valuable to the school and to the Order of the Phoenix, and to Dumbledore. Small little issue I mentioned earlier. The position of Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher was cursed. Every single teacher who taught Defense Against the Dark Arts at Hogwarts never made it past a year. Man, I have said Defense Against the Dark Arts far too much in the last couple of seconds. Anyway, since Voldemort's rejected application over 2 decades ago, maybe more, we don't have an exact date, Something has happened to each of the teachers. Now I know the Dark Lord is evil and malicious, but I highly doubt that he could place a curse that's seen each teacher be killed or harmed, but I think it was more of a run of severe bad luck and misfortune on anyone who took the post. Now don't get me wrong, that could involve some of them dying, but the curse itself would see them fall on some hard times. Let's look at the teachers. Okay, so Quirrell died, Lockhart lost his memory, Lupin was outed as a werewolf and had to resign, willingly I might add, but still. Barty Crouch Jr. suffered the Dementor's kiss, Dolores Umbridge got carried off by centaurs for a beatdown, even though she was promoted to headmistress. So as you can see, bad stuff happens to people who teach defense against the dark arts at Hogwarts. Dumbledore did not want to risk anything happening to Snape after him being at the school for so long. It was his own way of protecting him. I honestly believe it was more so the protection reason, but it's highly likely that all reasons I've mentioned factored into the headmaster's decision. Even when he relented and gave Snape the teaching role, Snape's killing of Dumbledore was witnessed by several people, and the entire wizarding community despised him and thought he was a traitor until Harry Potter cleared his name a year later. Okay, it was as a result of his arrangement with Dumbledore that sparked so much hate, but he did hold to the role of DADA teacher. I had to say that, I can't say Defense Against the Dark Arts one more time, even though I just did say it. Anyway, and as we all know, misfortune comes to those who take on the role. Anyway guys, with that being said, that's my take on why Dumbledore refused to give Snape the role of Defense Against the Dark Arts Professor for so long. As per usual, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Are there any other reasons that you can think of that I may be left out? I want to know. Thanks again guys, I'll see you all in the next video. I'd just like to highlight, for those of you who may want to check out my personal life, which does include Harry Potter stuff, that I do have an Instagram where I post lots of photos that you can view. It's also the best way to contact me if you have a question or even a video idea. I may not reply immediately, but I'll try my best to get back to you all. You can check it out from the link in the description below. Enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your support. Everyone, notifications of uploads are more important than ever. So please, if you haven't already, turn those notifications on to make sure you're notified the moment my video goes live. Making videos is what I love to do, it's my dream and my passion. However, it does cost time and money to produce this content, so if you have $1 to spare to support me on Patreon in exchange for some exclusive unseen content, then you can click the Patreon link below or at the end of this video. Please only support me if you can afford it. And make sure to follow me on Instagram at InstaDNJ and on Twitter at PotterFolklore. Check out my other videos appearing on screen, and please make sure, most importantly, to hit that subscribe button. Thanks again everyone, and please have a great day.